Okay, so boom. This is the final episode of Breakfast with Tiffany, season 1. I am not done. I have so much to say, so much to share, and so much more in store. But thank you for tuning in, for rocking with me thus far. And if you're just now joining in, welcome. Hey, you might want to go back and listen to like 1 through 7 first before you listen to this one. But if not, do you? Okay. So this season, I claimed my seat at the table. I showed up to the table with plates, napkins, silverware, glasses, maybe even a few white unscented candles, child. I don't know. But nonetheless, I claimed my seat at the table. I put it all out there. Well, not all, but you get what I'm saying. I put up to the table, put everything on the table, and now the table is set. The table is set with intention. The table is set. So now when the harvest comes, or when the fruits of my labor arrive, because I definitely been laboring, I have the tools to actually eat, to thrive. The tools I needed this season that I didn't have before. And I won't even say that I didn't have them before. I feel like they were always there. So like, okay, y'all know I love a good metaphor. Imagine being in a room with literally everything you could possibly need. So that's how it is for me. Like, I feel like I was in a room with everything I need present in this room. I just had to look. I had to uncover some things, move some things out the way, move some things around, close the door, open the window to unveil what was needed that had been there all along. I just didn't know where to look. So it took exposing parts of myself that I had forgotten about and parts of me that I didn't even know existed. But to be more specific, I would say that the tools I needed were discernment. I'll be throwing a Z in there. Discernment is something I've always had, but I feel like now I can actually separate, if that makes sense. Like before, I could like feel when something was off or something needed my attention, or things like that, but I didn't necessarily know how to separate it. Like, okay, this is that and not this. Well, I hope that makes sense. So now I feel like my discernment has definitely changed. It has grown a lot. Now I don't have to feel like I'm stuck, Another tool I would say is emotional regulation. Like, I stopped outsourcing my emotions. So now I sit in a feeling, understand it, and can move through it. Before I could only like identify, and that just started maybe about 5 years ago. I feel like I learned to identify what those emotions were. But over the course of, I would say like the last year or two, I learned to actually sit in the feeling and understand what it is and move through it. Yeah. So I would say emotional regulation. Another tool I would say is discipline. Discipline for sure. Like, because the thing is, I can be disciplined, but I get impatient sometimes. And so then I veer off from the beaten path because I just could, it was challenging for me to be patient. But I've definitely learned to be disciplined. So that's another tool. Oh, the capacity to receive. That's new for me. That is new for me. So being receptive to encouragement or like compliments. Before, that stuff would make me like very uneasy. But now in this season, I've learned to stretch that a bit. Like, somebody gives me a compliment, I don't have to like hit them with a rebuttal or like, oh yeah, girl, you too. Or like, even though I may feel the same way, but just to receive it, and just let that be that and be grateful, So I would say that's definitely something that's changed for me. A tool that just popped out. And I'm gonna do one more. I would say peace. Having peace as a standard. Like, being able to walk away when something doesn't serve me because I value my peace. Like, that's like the standard. Like, I don't care what else is going on, what it's attached to. Baby, if it ain't peaceful, I'm not in it. I'm not doing it. I don't even want to be around it. So bye. I would say those are like the top tools I feel like I didn't realize I needed. Yeah. That was a little scattered, but yeah, I hope that made sense. Yeah. So just to kind of pull it all together. The tools that I didn't know I needed, that I developed in this season: peace as a standard, the capacity to receive, discipline, discernment, emotional regulation, the ability to walk away. I kind of group that into peace as a standard. Yeah. And I would say clarity. Is that considered a tool? Yeah, well, we gonna go with it. So clarity. The clarity came through sobriety and abstinence. I didn't have those vices to clutter my mind, my heart, my body, my spirit. So things became very clear. Like crystal clear. Having the clarity allowed me to be able to see those tools in the room. Like, oh yeah, girl, remember you got this, you got this, you got that. Yeah, let's pick that up and let's get into it. And it's been 392 days of abstinence, but who's counting? Who's counting? And I'm not only referring to sexual activity, but just foolishness in general. Like straight folly. Like unwritten agreements with myself, spiritual entanglements that I didn't realize I was wrapped up in. With myself, with other people. Just mess. Like, we ain't doing that. Bye. No. And for me, the unwritten agreements that I feel like were present with like myself, showing up a certain way or like masking to protect myself. Like, I think that was like an unwritten agreement that I've had just, growing up as a kid and feeling like I need to shrink to be safe, to feel safe. And that was something I had to like really come to terms with and like release. Like, that's, I don't even really know how to truly explain it, but yeah, like that was something that I think just over time, like I just kept telling myself like, oh, I can't really do too much in this space because I don't want that. Like that was just like literally something that has always replayed over and over in my mind for as long as I can remember. And so really having to sit with that and really eliminate that. Like, wait a minute, where is this for one? Where is this coming from? And how does that still serve me today? And so even with just doing, coming out of just that agreement within itself was life changing. I feel like I was building more confidence to be able to do the things I've been able to accomplish just over this last year. I stopped drinking. Ooh, girl, I stopped drinking. Let me tell you, I stopped drinking. Like, yes, done with it. I stopped drinking. I just gotta let that sit. I stopped drinking. And I wasn't like an alcoholic or, I could do without it. But it just became too much. It became too much. So the relationships and the friendships that I had that were rooted in drunk fun, drunk conversations, drunk behavior, yeah, dissipated. Like, and everything is all love. But, baby, if we can't maintain a connection without liquor being involved, then arrivederci. I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. Like, I couldn't take a shot or stomach a mixed drink even if I wanted to. And I've been doing like mocktails, but even mocktails, I'm like, girl, you don't even drink juice on a regular day. Just give me sparkling water with a little lime, a little lemon, and I'm good. You know what I mean? So yeah. Unhealthy habits that grew casually that I didn't even realize actually played a part in me being stuck. They were coping mechanisms. In my mind, it was fun. Like, oh yeah, we celebrating drinks. I'm sad. Cabernet. Happy birthday. Shot o'clock. Like, it was just like this cycle, this pattern. And over time, it wasn't as fun. And it became painful. And then I was like, yeah, I probably should stop this. I should probably stop. Like, why would I continue to harm myself just to feel good in the moment, knowing I'm gonna be hurting later? Like, it had got to the point where, and this may be TMI, but I'm gonna share it. It got to the point where, like, I would be out and I would drink and have a good time. And as soon as I got home, I would make myself throw up. Like, I would go in the bathroom, stick my pinky finger, let it hit the back of my throat, and I can't believe I just shared that. Well, I would literally do that. And like, I mean, that became, like, I would honestly say I haven't had liquor. It's been a while. It ain't been 392 days, but it's been sporadically. Well, no, let me go back. It's been, what's today? No, hold on. Cause I'm about to figure it out. It's I feel like I had something because I didn't even drink for my birthday. My birthday was in December, so I know I haven't had anything since December. But I might have had Thanksgiving. I had like a little, a little situation for Thanksgiving, and then before that, it was like just the holidays, I would say. So like Thanksgiving, Labor Day. That might have been like the only 2 times I had something to drink last year. Yeah, so I've only had drunk twice in the last year. But anyway, prior to that, yeah, when I was drinking, like this was like a couple years ago, and it wasn't like I had to throw up. It was just like, no, I don't want this in my body. Like, as drunk as I would be, going into my bathroom, making myself throw up. That's when I knew, like, girl, why are you? It was like I was watching myself. Like, why are you doing this? Like, why even drink if you know you do not want this in your body does not want it? Like, why continue to do it? Like, why? Like let's really explore that. Why are we going back? Why are we keep doing this? If you know you don't feel good doing it, you feel terrible afterwards, and then you're literally going to the restroom to force it back out of your body. You put it in there. So girl, a whole thing. That was a lot, but yeah. So yeah, it really got to a point where it was just like, just stop. Like, and now even the smell of it, like I get a headache right in the middle of my, like right above my eyes, right in the middle. Some people call it the third eye. Like, well, literally right there, that starts hurting. Like, just from the smell of it. And so it's like a reminder, like, girl, don't even try. The amount of clarity that I have from simply not running the coke through what was disguised as fun or a good time, and actually feeling the emotion, not numbing it or hiding, suppressing it, and working through it and learning what it really means. Like, it's unmatched. Like, I didn't realize how much even just things as simple as being sober and abstinent played a part in just my everyday life. Like, those things were literally used as a way to cope. And like I said, it just kind of happened over time. Like, it was fun in the beginning, but then once it became like something I would run to because I didn't want to feel any emotion. Yeah, so I would literally numb myself. Yeah, you talk about work, honey, real internal labor. Like, I embody true confidence now, like not liquor courage. I used to always want to have that same, like the courage that I have when I'm like, when you're drunk, you're feeling good, looking good. Like, I wanted that, but sober. And I had that now. Like, yeah, I do. I have the courage now. And no liquor is needed. And I love that for me. I love that for me. I do. Like, I ain't got to be intoxicated, hurting later just to feel good. Like, I got it now. I got that now. I had to unlearn, release old systems and other habits and just my way of thinking. Those things they just don't cut it for me no more. Like, man, like, they just don't. I realized those things didn't cut it for me anymore when it just wasn't fun. Like, I'll give you an example. I was like entertaining this man child, and it was fun. Like, it was fun. We both were emotionally unavailable, just two fine individuals just out here lost. No emotional, just numb, but could have a good time together. and it was like we would communicate. When we would communicate, it just wasn't fun. Like, I would instantly be turned off. Like, and when I say this to somebody, this man was fine, y'all. I ain't gonna even like he was fine. Like, just fine for no reason. And not just in a physical way, but, everything else he had going on. And just who he was as a person. But anyway. Now I'm spilling the tea a little bit. Hold on. Let me go back. So. Wait a minute. I done got too comfortable with y'all now. So. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, so like when we would communicate, like via like just like a text or something, I would get turned off. Like, it would just disgust me. Like, and it wasn't that he was like saying nothing crazy. It was just our normal little, I call it tennis. Like, it was just like normal little, he sent a text, I sent a text. That's all it was. And I was just like annoyed by it. And I'm like, now something done changed. Something in me is different, because when this man used to hit my line, I would light up. Like, it would be like, oh yeah, it's on and popping. Like, yeah. What the kids say? Take me through that. Take me through. But it was like, I would get annoyed. And I'm like, now what's going on? What is going on? Because that never happened before, you know? And that's when I knew that certain stuff just ain't it for me no more. Like, it's just literally like, even if I wanted to, like, I could not. Because there has been time, and I don't talk to this guy anymore, but I'm like, we're cool, but it ain't that. And there has been times where I wanted to like reach out and say stuff and whatever, but like I couldn't. Like I can't like, and I like made this a reminder, like when it comes to making decisions like that, like whether I want to give into temptation or, you know, turn the other way, I always think of my future self, like the woman that I'm becoming, the future Tiff that I envision, that I know I'm growing into, is like, is this decision a vote yes for her, towards her? And I'll be like, nah, it ain't. So go ahead and bid your farewells and keep it pushing. Yeah. But that's when I knew things changed. Like I changed. Like it legit feels like being in a car that just won't start anymore. Like after years of hitting potholes, the bottom all rusted and corroded from the salt, you don't put new tires and whatever other repairs, it just won't start anymore. Like it won't go. Like it's just not happening. Like I couldn't revive that thing even if I wanted to. You get what I'm saying? Like having the keys to that vehicle is not even necessary because it won't get you anywhere. Like you can have the keys and still have that vehicle, but like it just won't go. That car once got you from A to B 100,000 times. And now it's time to get out and step into something new. Like that's the best way that I can describe it. Like, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that I'm in this space. And I'll be honest, this new space definitely feels lonely. It does. And not like in a sad, dramatic way. It just feels like it feels lonely. It does. And I think because people around were used to me being a certain way or were accustomed to the version of me that they created in their mind. So like the connections I had, I mean, like they ain't really connecting like they used to. And the conversations just don't conversate. I know that ain't a real word. Just, you know, just roll with it. But I've accepted the beauty in it. Yeah, I've accepted the beauty of it. Because in this new space, I get to operate from a place of peace. I get to build emotionally safe friendships. I get to choose love at some point from a healthy place. And I get to be happy. I get to be happy. Like I am genuinely happy. I am. I may not be exactly where I want to be on the outside, but internally I am. I've grown so much. So much. And I'm happy about it. I don't get it twisted. I'm still learning, always evolving and healing. Because starting over and operating from this new space it's scary. It's a little scary. Well, not like spooky. Like it's not like scary. It's just unknown. It feels like open. Like I feel open and clear. Like everything has been cleared out. Like everything has been cleared out. The unknown of being in this space. It feels different from before because it's not like, how can I say this? It's unfamiliar. So, but I feel different. And how do I want to put this? I feel different. So, okay. So being in this new space, the unknown of being in this new space feels scary because I've never been here before. Like I think previously I was in like a cycle of like these patterns where certain things will come up and I would respond the same way. A similar situation would come up and I would respond in the same way. You know, it was just like this cycle. But now I feel like as things arise or I experience certain things, like I said, I can't drive that car no more. Like that car I was in, it won't get me anywhere. And So that's the difference. Like, I'm in a new vehicle. So it's like, oh, okay. When I was in that old thing, I could probably only drive about, do about 60 on the highway at the most before stuff start rattling and tattling. Now it's like, you get in a new car, you ready to take it on the road. You can drive it across the country and ain't got to worry about no lights coming on. You know what I mean? It's that. Like, me and my metaphor, I always need a visual. I always, like, that's the best way for me to describe things. Like, I got to put it in the context. Like, I need the visual. So I'm a kinesthetic learner. Like, I have to see it. I have to be able to touch it, see it for it to make sense to me. Yeah, that's what makes this season different for me. But yeah, I feel clear. Some of the things that's been cleared out are self-doubt. Ooh, girl, self-doubt. Like I said, things may not look like on the outside how I want it to look right now, but it ain't no doubt in my body that won't change. Like, I've learned that things that happen internally or spiritually, it takes it a while for it to manifest physically, like in the outer world, I'm using my hands like you can see, but in this like outer world. That's one thing I've learned for sure. I always say that your outward manifestations are, or what I be saying? I be saying, so what do I say? Yeah, your outward manifestations is a reflection of what's happening internally. Something like that. And so I know that as I continue to grow and change and do the work inside, things around me will shift. My environment will change. And I'm able to look at my environment with the different perspective now. Yeah, but that self-doubt, it try to sneak up. Like, I hear little thoughts, little voices here and there. But I had to shut that stuff down. Like, it's like, nah, we not doing it. I don't know, that self-doubt, that was a big one for me. I think that was a big one. That was probably like the biggest thing. And then there were like other little small things that was tied to that. But as I started to face those small things, that big one just collapsed. Yeah, things been cleared out. Like, okay. If you don't know by now, I am a seer, a dreamer. Like, God shows me visions in my sleep when I'm awake. And I was asleep and I can't remember what I was dreaming about, but like towards the end of my dream, God showed me a like land. And cause y'all know I love a good metaphor. Like, I can't even explain it, but you'll keep listening. You'll get to know me a little more. But so okay, just go with me for a second. So picture land, an open field, several acres, if you will, just like open field land, and it's freshly plowed. All the weeds have been removed. The land has been turned over. It's like that fresh, like, just, it ain't nothing but just soil. So, and there's nothing around. There's no houses. There may be some trees like out, on the perimeter of the acres as far back as the land goes. But, so there's nothing there, at least from what, just looking at it. There's no houses. There's no, at least from this angle. I'll say that because, shifting your perspective, the house could be behind you, but if you're looking forward, you might not be able to see it. But okay. So it looks empty. But the soil is fresh. Like, it's that freshly turned over soil is ready. It's it's ready for those planted seeds to harvest, to sprout. The soil has been cleared. The weeds have been removed and the ground has been turned over. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not sounding cuckoo, or what they call it, woo-woo. Sounding a little woo-woo. But that field, that open land, that's where what I consume is grown. Because what shows up at the table didn't just appear. It's been cultivated. It was planted. It's been watered. It was tended to. And so this season, I've been tending to my soil. And so what may feel lonely or what may look empty is actually not. Ooh, that just made me cry. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. whenever I get ready to speak, it hits me again, all over again. Ooh, I've been tending to my soil. Like the seeds, I've planted the seeds. And not just within this season, but just over time, I had to really work. Like, I had to work. And there's still work to be done. But in this season, I'm ready to harvest. And like I mentioned earlier on, one of the tools that I needed in this season was the capacity to receive. The capacity to receive, to be able to receive what was coming for me. Like, if I was carrying and still holding on to previous things and trauma and stuff like that, I had no room to receive. That stuff was taking up space. That stuff was clearly taking up space. And so now that I've released those things and moving past those things, that's where that like loneliness comes from. But it's a reminder that, yeah, this is a fresh start. Like, this is not, yeah, you release some things, but in releasing those things, seeds were being planted. You were watering those seeds as you continue to grow and move past certain stuff. And so that's where I'm at. Like, I'm literally standing over, looking at this big open field. And I can receive with open arms what's sprouting up out this out this soil. Jeez, my goodness. Yeah. And I don't say too much about, things that I am working towards or that I'm working on, but I've definitely been cultivating some things behind the scenes. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, I had made a post about me, not really being on social media, because it's like, it's a lot. Like, getting on social media and being influenced to do certain things, wear this and register for this and edit your videos to look like it's just too much. And I needed quiet. I needed solitude to continue to do the work that I'm doing, to be able to cultivate these visions that I've been given and all of these things. Yeah. So when you don't see me in person, you don't see me in the metaverse, just know that I'm working. And yeah. So even and I'm gonna keep running with this metaphor, even in harvesting tending to this soil, it means that I take responsibility for what shows up at my table, because I've done the work. I've planted the seeds. I've watered it. I know what the things are. I know what's being harvested. And even in doing so, I have to be very protective about what shows up at my table, who shows up at my table. I do. Yeah, I have to be cautious about the things I ingest, what I eat, what I watch, what I listen to, my environment. Like, where am I? The places I go. Like, oh, that's changed so much now. Like, seriously. So yeah, that's what it means to take responsibility for what shows up at my table. I'm very intentional about what I'm planting, how it's planted, what I use to grow the crops. And in this space, tending to my to my soil, it changed what I attract and what I accept. And even in when I think about, some of the other things that's changed for me, being healthy in relationships, like my friendships, that, that's something that's changed for me. Now I get to explore what it truly means to be authentic and how I show up in my relationships and my friendships. Before, it was a lot of masking and a lot of hiding. Like, I only wanted to be a certain way with certain people to keep them around, if that makes sense. And so I wasn't fully honest or transparent. And so now I'm like exploring what that authenticity looks like. Like, I don't have to explain everything or explain who I am to certain people or to people in general, but now I get to like truly dive into that from a healthy space and not out of survival or fear, out of this person leaving or not wanting to be friends with me. It's, yeah. At this big old age, like, It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing what growth can really do to a person. Like, it is truly amazing. Yeah, I can't be no drunk farmer now. The farm to table metaphor. When I say I woke up out my sleep writing out notes and that exact vision that I just shared, the farm to table sent me. Like, because, this whole time, if you've been following, if you've been listening, it's Breakfast with Tiffany. But it was like I had to do a little bit more digging. Like, okay, where's the food coming from? How's the table? What's on the table? You know what I mean? Like, where'd you get this food from? What's on the table? Where'd it come from? How was it grown? What, like, it really got that deep for me. And so the farm to table metaphor, I was just outdone. I was outdone because I'm like, wait a minute. God, you're doing something. I get it. I get it. Okay, hold on now. Wait a minute. Because I didn't think that deep. I didn't think that deep about it. But yeah, I just hope that this episode, it makes sense. Like I said, this is me reclaiming my voice, unlearning some things, and growing, in hopes to inspire other women to have the courage to do the same. The harvest is coming. The fruits of my labor, yeah, I'm just waiting. But I know it's here. It's like, right? Yeah. I'm not talking about no scraps. No, I'm talking about harvest, nourishment, fruit grown from clarity. Nourishment, not survival. Ooh, yes. Yeah, that's like my take from this season. But the work has been done. The work will continue to be done. The soil has been tended to. Yeah. Because the table is set. Either way, the table is set. And I'm ready to eat. Like, I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to eat. And as you know, the table is the life I now sit down in with authority and appetite. Well, season 2 will be here soon, somewhere in the future. Just wait. Just sit back. Just wait. All right. So the table is set. I appreciate you for being on this journey, listening, tapping in. Thank you.